The HOA towed my bike without asking, so I parked it right inside their office. It all started when I came home from work one evening. My motorcycle, which I always kept neatly in my driveway, was gone. I thought it was stolen. I called the police, ready to file a report. They told me it had been towed, not by the city, but by my own HOA. I was shocked. I rushed to the HOA office and demanded answers. The president smiled and said, "Motorcycles aren't allowed. They're noisy and unsightly." I argued that my bike was quiet, clean, and parked on my property. He smirked and said, "Rules are rules. Pay the fee if you want it back." The fee was over $800. I was furious. They had no right to tow from private property. I pulled out the HOA handbook. There was no rule banning motorcycles. The president shrugged and said, "Then we'll add one." That's when I knew this was war. I went to the tow yard and paid the ransom. But I didn't stop there. I took photos of my driveway, showing the bike parked legally. I kept every receipt from the tow yard. I gathered copies of the HOA rules. Then I filed a complaint with the city. The clerk said, "This is illegal towing. They'll be fined heavily." While the investigation moved forward, I planned my revenge. One morning, before the office opened, I rolled my bike right through their doors. I parked it in the middle of the lobby, polished and gleaming. When the staff arrived, their jaws dropped. The president stormed in, red-faced, yelling, "Get that thing out of here!" I said, "It's not noisy, it's not unsightly, and it's perfectly safe." Neighbors gathered outside, laughing and filming. The HOA tried to call security, but by then, city inspectors had arrived. They confirmed my complaint. The HOA had broken the law by towing my bike. The inspectors handed the board a notice of violation. The fines totaled over $20,000. On top of that, the HOA was forced to reimburse me every penny I paid, plus damages for harassment. The president's smirk disappeared that day. Board members started whispering and pointing fingers at him. At the next meeting, homeowners demanded his resignation. Within a month, he was gone. Meanwhile, my motorcycle sat proudly back in my driveway. Neighbors complimented it every time they passed. The same people who once sneered now called it the cleanest bike in town. And every time I revved the engine, I remembered the look on the president's face. They thought they could tow me into silence. Instead, I drove right over their authority. If you believe justice rides louder than rules, like this story and subscribe for more HOA revenge.